10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Think that $50 band tee you grabbed at last night's show was expensive? Think again. These are the rarest, priciest, and most legendary tour t-shirts ever, some going for over 10 grand. Let's dive into the top 10 most expensive concert tees ever sold. Starting at number 10, it's The Cure with the Head on the Door tour tee. Promoting The Cure's breakthrough album, The Head on the Door, which marked a major turning point for the band. This was The Cure's first worldwide tour, hitting Europe, North America, and Japan. The album fused goth, new wave, and pop in a way that widened their fan base globally. This dark, minimalist classic sold for $1,800, making it a must-have for post-punk collectors and vintage fashion heads alike. That was number 10, The Cure, a true goth grail. This is Stitch McStage, ranking the most expensive concert tees ever sold. And up next, let's go under and see who brings the thunder. It's The Highway to Hell, and this shirt is your backstage pass to rock history. Printed during Bon Scott's final tour before he passed in 1980. This one's more than a tee. It's a time capsule. They didn't print many, and most didn't survive the beer, the blood, and the encores, but the ones that did, they go for upwards of $2,500. Thanks to AC/DC for that at number 9. Now we change music genres for our number 8 top-selling tee. Think vintage rap tees don't hold weight. Think again. This is the Run DMC 1986 Raising Hell tour tee, and it's not just a shirt, it's hip-hop history. Bold logo, single stitch, worn on the road during the tour that broke every rule in the book. Run DMC wasn't just playing shows, they were rewriting music history, headlining across the country, blowing up on MTV, smashing down the walls between rap and rock. This is the tour where Walk This Way dropped, the crossover that changed everything. And this tee, it's the time-stamped receipt of that cultural explosion. They didn't wear costumes, they rocked tracksuits, gold chains, and Adidas superstars, no laces, because that's what the streets wore. No reprints, no mass production, just raw, street-certified original cotton. That's why collectors pay over $1,000 for a real one, because this isn't just vintage, it's sacred. Run DMC didn't just wear fashion, they defined it, and this shirt is still raising hell. It's considered a streetwear holy grail, a true collector's item, thanks to its rarity, Run DMC's legendary Adidas partnership, and the fact that only 30 were ever reportedly printed. While knockoffs exist, an original of this tee has sold for as much as $3,000. Yeah, that's what hip-hop history looks like in cotton. Number 7. You might have already guessed it by the tee. This one's a tribute. It's not just a tour shirt, it's a relic from the storm, a soft cotton witness to the night Prince rewrote the rules, one purple chord at a time. Ruffled shirts, blazing guitars, that motorcycle with a voice that could seduce, scream, and sob in the same breath. This shirt, it's stitched with magic, stitched in mystery, it's part of the Purple Revolution. Collectors know this isn't just vintage. It's sacred, a time capsule from the tour that blurred gender, shattered genres, and turned a prince into a king. A true original, single stitch, faded from the storm and worn by someone who was there when the clouds broke and the purple rain fell. They say doves cried that year, but this tee, it remembers when they first took flight. This isn't just merch, it's memory, soaked in sound and sealed in time, selling for over $4,000.
Number 6.
Summoned from the darkest depths of metal lore, number 6 is more than a shirt, it's a cotton nightmare. Number of the Beast tee isn't just a tee, it's a warning, a prophecy, and a collector's infernal obsession.
Protesting what they call satanic influences in rock music. Iron Maiden's album, The Number of the Beast, has some critics, well, seeing red.
Released during their 1982 World Tour, this tee isn't just cloth, it's controversy in cotton, a symbol of rebellion, fire, and one of metal's most feared mascots. His name, Eddie. This tee wasn't just banned in schools, it was banned in living rooms. And now, an original sells for $3 grand, and it's a damn good look while headbanging at 120 decibels.
Number 5.
That was one of my personal favorites. At number 6, Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast T, a Hellfire classic that still sends parents into a panic. Now at number 5, we're talking riffs like chainsaws, speed like a runaway freight train, and an attitude that could punch a hole in the sun. So why the hell was it called Metal Up Your Ass? Because in 1983, Metallica wasn't here to make friends. They were here to wage war on glam metal, radio-friendly fluff, and anyone who told them to turn it down. It perfectly captured the band's attitude at the time, raw, aggressive, rebellious.
Hey, if you're loving this wild ride through music history and rock culture, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us keep the amps cranked and the stories coming. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you won't miss a single beat, riff, or legendary tea drop. All right, back to the madness. Let's rock.
The tour might have kicked off as Metal Up Your Ass, before they slapped a cleaner name on it, Kill 'Em All for One, back in '83. But let's be honest, no matter what they called it, the message stayed loud. The artwork, built for battle. This wasn't just a tour, it was the birth of thrash metal. And this shirt, it captured all that fury in one brutal print. That's why it sold for almost $3,500, because legends don't fade, they just get more expensive.
Number 4.
That was Metallica at number 5. And now, Stitch McStage is stepping off the stage for number 4. This one hits different. Number 4 on the list, Nirvana's 1993 In Utero Tour tee. The shirt isn't just vintage, it's sacred. Kurt Cobain's haunting swan song, the In Utero Tour, would be Nirvana's last. These tees emblazoned with the now iconic Anatomical Angel aren't just merch. They're relics. Symbolic, eerie, beautifully raw. Most were only sold at select shows, and Survivor's in good condition, rarer than a deep cut on bleach. With Cobain's tragic death just months later, this tee became more than apparel. It became a monument to a moment that rocked an entire generation. This isn't just a shirt, it's history woven in cotton, and it'll cost you a few grand to hold it in your hands. One sold for $5 large.
Want to grab your own killer band tee or display gear? Hit the affiliate links in the description. Helps the channel, costs you nothing extra. Rock on.
Number 3.
Thanks to Nirvana for that. Raw, loud, and legendary. Now at number 3, we're dialing the time machine back even further and welcoming the cosmic chaos of the Grateful Dead with the legendary 1967 Gut Turk tee. This tee, straight from 1967, is one of the weirdest and most wonderful gems in Deadhead fashion history. That bold mustard yellow? You couldn't miss it in a crowd. It was definitely loud. The kind of shirt that didn't whisper cool, it screamed it across a parking lot full of tie-dye and incense. It's called the Gut Tee because the design hits you in the gut, trippy, a little grotesque, and full of energy. Original versions like this are rare. They weren't mass-produced, and most of them were loved hard on the road. Owning one is like holding onto a piece of that swirling, free-form, acid-drenched magic the Dead brought to every show. In 2021, one went for an amazing $9,315.80.
Number 2.
At number 3, we were swimming in tie-dye with the Dead, all color, all chaos. Alright, rock hounds and vinyl junkies, buckle your seatbelts and hold on to your lighters. This is Stitch McStage, and we're about to hit peak legendary. At number 2, the Rolling Stones 1972 American Tour tee. This next tee, it ain't just old cotton. It's rock history, sewn into a threadbare masterpiece. It's your number 2 most expensive concert tee ever sold. Exile on Main Street. Mick's strut, Keith's riffs, and a shirt that outlived the chaos. Consigned by a former employee, someone in the circle, and gifted directly from Mick. Not a reproduction, not a merch booth grab. This tee saw the sweat and swagger firsthand. They didn't even have to shout the price when the origin was louder than the auctioneer, realizing that was the flex. Coming in somewhere over $9,000, this is Stitch McStage, and that was number 2, a sweaty sea of rock and roll madness and one expensive tea. Don't wipe your brow yet, we're about to crank it even higher.
Number 1.
Number 1 is the kind of tea that echoes through time. Knebworth wasn't just a show, it was a seismic event. 2 legendary nights in August, and Zeppelin's last ever UK performances. The 1979 Knebworth Led Zeppelin tour tee. This ain't just merch, it's a backstage pass from the gods of rock, printed in microscopic quantities for the inner circle only. If you were wearing this, you weren't just at Knebworth, you were with Zeppelin. Stormcrow Vintage landed this grail straight from the family who printed them back in '79. Not a reprint, not a bootleg. This is the real deal relic, blessed by the gods of fuzz and fury. Sure, there was a Beatles tee listed at twice the price, but until that one sells, Zeppelin holds the throne. That's Led Zeppelin at number 1. And that's the countdown. 10 shirts, tens of thousands of dollars, and a whole lot of rock history sewn into cotton. Special thanks to our producer, John Faulkner. Great job, John! Like, subscribe, and hit that bell because Stitch McStage isn't done yet. I've got more merch, more madness, and more rock and roll stories stitched into every sleeve.